Back again, guys, with another UFC Fight Picks video on the UFC Fight Night card, Chiesa versus Lee. And this video is going to be all about the Fox Sports 1 main card. So we got 6 fights on the main card. That's pretty damn good. And we got, a legend here fighting in the opening fight for the main card. We got Penn versus Dennis Siver. So let's go ahead and open up their page real quick. Pretty sure both of you guys are, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with both these guys, especially BJ. I mean, everybody pretty much knows about BJ. Alright, so BJ, obviously now he's at 145 pounds. Obviously, just not really looking too good, guys. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since this guy actually won a fight. But I don't want to talk about that. But let's just go ahead and look at his last loss. So his last loss was to Yair Rodriguez, where he got knocked out in the second round. Yeah, pretty much just got fucked up the whole fight. I mean, he only landed 4 significant strikes, and Rodriguez just pretty much kept him at distance and, head kicked him a shit ton of times. He was just outstriking him from every fucking angle, So no shame in losing to Rodriguez. Rodriguez obviously really good on the feet, and he was just a little bit too much for BJ Penn. I think BJ Penn, if he would have got a takedown or used some of that grappling skill, he might have barely been able to win the fight. Maybe like a split decision win. Maybe he was able to hold down Rodriguez or something like that, because we know BJ has good grappling. But anyways, we got Dennis Siver. Both these guys are actually the same age, according to the UFC website anyway. 38 years old, both of them. Punches and takedowns. This guy's also on a 2-fight losing streak. Another guy who's not really looking that good, right? And his last fight was actually pretty much fucking 2 years ago. I don't know where this guy's been. But his last fight was against Kawajiri. I'm not even sure if Kawajiri is still in the UFC. Of course, a lot of people remember, his fight against Conor McGregor. But yeah, this guy obviously, like I said, he's coming off losses also. So this is actually one of the fights where BJ Penn actually has a chance to, get back on a win here. To get a win back in the UFC here. I mean, we already know BJ. He's old. He's getting older now. But I mean, the guy he's fighting is also an old guy. So, I mean, it's pretty much, who do you think is really going to get the win, and I actually, I'm going for BJ. I like BJ. I like his style. Fan of his fights and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick BJ on here, guys. Not just because I'm a fan, but, I think he's the better boxer. Siver has some good kicks. I know he throws a really good, I think it's a spinning back kick. Yeah, I don't know. He throws like a good spinning back kick or something like that. I mean, he also gets some takedowns here and there, but not really. Uses that size that he got. I mean, he looks like a mini Brock Lesnar. But yeah, I expect BJ Penn to have that better striking. I mean, it's kind of like hard to really pick BJ Penn because he hasn't looked that good in a while. But if he comes out there with a good boxing style, if he looks good on the feet, I think he could be able to win this fight. I don't see him getting a finish here. It's not like he can't knock out Siver, but maybe he's gonna look a little flat, kind of like how Vitor looked flat against Nate Marquardt. I feel this is kind of like a similar type of fight where where you could pick like Vitor, where like Marquardt versus Vitor. You want to pick Vitor, right? And it's like, it's kind of like a similar type of thing. Like, all these guys are getting a little older, and, the legend guy's going to end up pulling the win. So, I expect BJ Penn here just to look a little bit better on the feet. I can't really see Dennis taking him down to the ground. And I really can't see Dennis really hurting him badly on the feet. I know Dennis isn't really known for huge knockout power. So, yeah, I expect BJ to do damage here. Just box up Siver most of the fight. Depends how he looks, but that's just kind of what I'm envisioning. Him just kind of outstriking Siver on the feet with his boxing. maybe mixing in a takedown or two, and hopefully looking back, kind of like to a regular BJ Penn, So yeah, that's gonna be my pick, guys. So yeah, I'm picking BJ, and I think he gets the win by decision. All right, next fight we got Tim Means versus Alex Garcia. Two pretty good fighters here. Check the odds here on this one. Means is pretty much 3-1 favorite here. That's a pretty heavy favorite there. But I mean, Means is a beast. He did lose his last fight. Was not really his best performance. He lost against Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Got tapped out in the second round. Fucking Cowboy took him down a lot of times in that fight. And it's like Garcia here. This guy also has really good takedowns, and I feel like if Garcia could, do a similar game, like take him down a lot, maybe he could gas him out or something like that, or just get the win like that by decision. But at the same time, you got to think that Oliveira was not only getting the takedowns, but he got the submission. It wasn't like he was getting the takedowns maybe to win on points, or maybe he was, but either way, he was able to get the submission. So that was really the big thing here. I don't see Garcia really getting a submission on Tim Means. So I think Tim Means is, he's going to go back to, obviously, to his striking. Maybe he's going to, be aggressive still and whatnot. Because he really didn't look too good in that fight against Cowboy. I mean, he's a pretty big favorite here. So I'm pretty sure people are expecting him to look back to his normal self against Alex Garcia here. Garcia has weaknesses, mostly his gas tank and his striking. His striking isn't that good. Just he's kind of like a Hector Lombard, to be honest. With the takedowns and whatnot. Striking not too good, but has a lot of power. So to me, he's kind of like a Lombard. And I feel like Tim Means here, just having the more reach, just being the way better striker, can just outstrike Garcia on the feet and avoid some of the takedowns. And if he does get taken down, doesn't matter. I think Garcia is going to gas by like the end of the second round, and then Means will be able to get that finish in the third round. So I'm picking Tim Means here to get the win. I know he wants to bounce back, so I'm going to go ahead and just say Means gets a second round knockout. All right, now for the next fight, we got Joachim Christensen versus Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes here actually making his UFC debut. Let's go ahead and open up their pages here real quick. Christensen already has fought in the UFC a couple times. 3 times actually there. Got finished by Antigulov and Henrique da Silva, and he won a fight against Bojan, who's actually just a bum. So can't really give him too much credit here. Dominic Reyes, undefeated, pretty big light heavyweight, 6'4". Man, this guy's a good striker, good power, excellent left head kick. To me, he looks, when I was watching some of the videos, kind of looked like Musasi and shit, but man, he looks pretty good. Good striking, long, looks like he has a lot of reach. I'm not exactly sure how much reach he got, but it looks like he has a lot of reach. I mean, like I said, he's 6'4", big light heavyweight, throws a lot of power. Finishes fights usually in the first round, and Christensen, I know he hasn't been getting knocked out in his fights, but he can be hurt and he can be put away. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the newcomer here on this one, guys. I think pretty much he's just gonna be able to outstrike Christensen on the feet. I can't see Christensen getting takedowns on him. He's gonna have to stand up with him. So on the feet, yeah, I mean, I don't really see Christensen being able to win this fight unless maybe Reyes gasses in that first round, and then second and third round, maybe he gets him down to the ground or something like that. But yeah, I expect Reyes to get the finish here on this one, guys. More than likely a first round knockout. He's just gonna be a little bit too quick on the feet, too much power, too much speed, and just the better technique. So yeah, Reyes first round knockout. Alright, now for the next fight, we got Felice Herrig versus Justine Kish. Open up their pages here real quick. Felice Herrig is actually kind of on a roll right now. 2-fight win streak. Last loss was to Paige Van Zandt. Where was I? Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, herrig here is on a 2-fight win streak. Last fight and last win was against Alexa Grasso, a fight in which a lot of people were picking Grasso, including me. I thought Grasso was just going to be a little bit too good on the feet. The thing is that Grasso was way too tentative in the first and second round, and pretty much herrig was able to steal the rounds early in the fight, so she was able to get the win there. Grasso came out strong in that third round, but you know, I think if Grasso would have kept that constant pressure the whole fight, she probably would have got the win there. And then she got that win against Kaylin Curran, got a first round submission, and then obviously she lost to Paige Van Zandt. Alright, so Justine Kish here, 6-0, multi strike in her background, 2-fight win streak here in the UFC. Yeah, so she's won both fights by decision. Good output, 72 significant strikes in her first fight, and then against Yoder, 51 significant strikes, and also a takedown, and then 3 takedowns on the other fight. So we know you know, she's a striker, but she likes to wrestle also, you know, get you down to the ground. She's pretty strong also. She's gonna have the strength advantage here, even though herrig, you know, is in pretty damn good shape. So I expect Kish here, guys, to be the better striker. Just overall be stronger in the fight, and also keep up the constant pressure on the feet, and having a really good pace here in the fight. I think she throws too much volume for Felice. I think Felice likes to do the kickboxing style, just throw those kicks, kind of like a counter striking style. And I think Kish is going to be able to expose her, as Kish is obviously gonna want to move forward a lot, as she usually does, and try to land some shots. So yeah, I don't think Felice's counter striking game is gonna be able to do anything to Kish. And I don't think herrig's gonna be able to get her down easily to the ground either. So yeah, like I said, I think Kish is gonna have the strength advantage here, and yeah, I kind of just see her winning the fight almost everywhere, except maybe on the ground. If maybe they start grappling, maybe herrig can get a submission. As you can see, the odds here, Kish is actually a negative 153 there, so obviously she is a slight favorite. Not hella slight, but you know, she is the favorite here, for good reason. Like I said, her aggressiveness is probably going to win her the fight, with that pace and pressure. So yeah, I see Kish getting the win. Don't really see her getting a finish, so Kish by decision. Next fight, co-main event, we got Boetsch versus Johnny Big Mac Hendricks. Actually, no, I mean Big Rig. Anyways, yeah, this motherfucker right here, man, this guy missed weight for 185. Like, what the fuck? Fucking Hendricks, man. He's just too fat. But anyways, enough about that shit. I'm not trying to hate on Hendricks, you know, just having a little fun here. Anyways, Boetsch, check out his page, 2011 record. Coming off a loss to a Jacare. Obviously, I mean, that's fucking Jacare, so no shame in that. And before that, he actually had two finishes in a row there against Josh Salmon and then Rafael Natal. Hendricks here, obviously he's now 180. He's now at 185. Coming off a win against Hector Lombard. Lombard got takedowns on him. Hendricks didn't really land high output. I mean, only 51 significant strikes. A lot of people said he looked really good in that fight. He looked okay, but you know, I really do think this guy was on like some sort of steroid or some shit. Cause you know, he's on that post USADA type of shit. Cause this guy used to have power, and he used to have some good quickness on his striking also, and he used to be able to make the weight. And now this motherfucker got no power. His volume's not as good with his striking, doesn't have as much speed, and motherfucker can't make weight. So yeah, I think Hendricks was on something or some shit. But yeah, anyways, so now, you know, now him with this post USADA form, he's just not looking too good. No, he's looking very flat. I like Boetsch in this fight, guys. Good takedown defense. Obviously, him coming from a wrestling background, he's the bigger guy, a lot bigger. Even though Hendricks obviously missed weight, I think Hendricks weighed in at 188 pounds, missed it by what, 2 pounds there. He could have weighed in at 186, but yeah. Anyways, so Hendricks missed weight. Doesn't mean he's gonna be the bigger guy though. He just obviously just couldn't cut the weight. Boetsch is gonna be the bigger guy. He has a 5-inch reach, 5-inch reach advantage, 3 inches taller. Has that wrestling background, so yeah, I can't see Hendricks really taking him down easily at all. If he does go for the takedowns, I see the fight playing out on the feet. And even though Hendricks does have, I want to say, better output than Boetsch, Boetsch has way more power. And if you stand with him for too long, eventually he's going to catch you with one of those sledgehammers and he's going to put you out. So I know Hendricks is known for having a good chin, but I mean, Boetsch hits pretty hard, and you know, Hendricks is a very small 185 pounder. So I'm going to go ahead and take the underdog here, Tim Boetsch. And yeah, let's see how that shit goes. So I'm picking Boetsch. Maybe he wins by decision. Maybe he gets a knockout. But you know what? The safe pick here is Boetsch by decision. Alright, now for the main event, guys. We got Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Lee. Open up their pages real quickly here. Should be a pretty good fight. Both these guys are very well matched. They're evenly matched. The odds here say Lee is a slight favorite. Alright, so we got Chiesa here, 14-2 record. Really good submissions. Excellent chokes. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He actually beat Dariush. Tapped him out in the second round, which is pretty hard to do because Dariush is a pretty good jiu-jitsu guy. 10 wins by submission, 8 rear naked chokes, a darce, and a triangle. What else we got here? Let's go ahead and just go to Kevin Lee. So Kevin Lee, 15-2 record, wrestling, boxing, and my all-around style. He is younger by 5 years. He is shorter, but he actually has more reach, 2-inch reach advantage. This guy's actually on a 4-fight win streak, and he was looking pretty good. He got stopped by Leonardo Santos. It was a fucking, like, I'm not gonna say like a fluke, but it was a pretty big win for Leonardo Santos. A lot of people didn't give that guy a chance at all, and he was able to hurt Kevin Lee in the fight and put him away in the first round. So good, you know, good on him. But yeah, after that loss, he's back on his tear. You know, he's also, finishing opponents here. He beat Ronaldo, who was on a long ass win streak, and he beat Magomed Mustafa, who's a pretty good striker. Also knocked out Matthews in the first round, or TKO'd him. So yeah, Kevin Lee, he's pretty damn good, man. He's good everywhere. Good striking. Very good wrestler. Good submissions also. We look at his submissions here. 7 wins by submission. He has 2 guillotines, an armbar, 4 rear naked chokes, and then there's the win by knockout right there. First round finishes. But yeah, he has some good submissions also. Obviously, I would give Chiesa here the edge on the ground as far as jiu-jitsu and submissions. But yeah, Kevin Lee, I think he's going to have the striking advantage here on the fight and the wrestling advantage. So I got to go ahead and side with Kevin Lee on this one. I like Chiesa also. Initially, my first pick was Chiesa, but I just kind of was thinking about it for a bit. And I do think Kevin Lee here, as long as he doesn't get clipped clean on the chin, because his chin looks to be a little bit questionable. As long as he doesn't get clipped clean, I think he should be able to win the fight. This guy's explosive, very good output in his fights. And yeah, I see him getting the win here. I see him just kind of outstriking Chiesa, maybe landing a couple takedowns, staying away from danger on the ground, just roughing him up. Maybe getting a late finish, like I want to say maybe like a 4th round or 3rd round TKO. So that's gonna be my pick, guys. Kevin Lee. Let's go ahead and just say a 3rd round knockout. All right, guys. So that's it for my picks on the whole card. Yeah. What else to say here? So that's gonna be it, guys. For the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content. Sorry for the late posting. Been busy with work and whatnot, but anyways, the video's here. For whoever's watching my videos, thanks for watching, and yeah, that's gonna be it. So enjoy the fights, guys. I'm gonna be watching, might make a DraftKings video later, but yeah, that's gonna be it, and catch you guys on the next video.